It's so pretty. It is 6:21, Monday, June 2nd. Forgive me, I was working with some menthol last night. It got on my nose, so now it's all stuffy. Oh, it's so pretty. Listen to the birds. Oh, it's nice. They're already singing love songs and arguing and telling the kids to get up, even though it's summertime. They got chores to do, this and that. Okay, I gotta be quick. I got a lot of stuff to do today. I seen a bunch of orange flowers on the way to work, and I didn't get to take a picture, but I remember what they look like. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna use my Professor X telepathy. There we go, and just bzz, there. Now it's in your head, and you know what they look like, and they're so beautiful, right? Okay. Let's see, I got my notes here. I wouldn't say I'm really confused. I figured this is how it was gonna go. Definitely not mad. Disappointed? Not really. I mean, all you did was, I mean, you might have been motivated by specific things, people, this, that, and other that were closer to you, right? But I mean, ultimately, you chose what you thought was best for you. And I mean, that's all I ever told you to do, you know, or recommended. Go forth with peace. I mean, if you regret it, it is what it is. You know, maybe you can fix it, maybe not. I mean, that's with everything. You know, it was a hard decision. Oh, wait, look at this down here. Oh, man, that's pretty. But yeah, anyways, I mean, you already made your decision. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. You already made your decision. I mean, that's it, you know. It is what it is. It had heavy consequences on either side. Afraid to hurt somebody. You know, two people are gonna get hurt no matter what. But the mistake you made, right, was assuming that I would be mad, and because of the way it played out, you know, that it would be easier to just push it all away and ignore it or be mad about it or, you know, any of that. But, I mean, I had a feeling on the way home after you had sent me all that morning, when we talked. I knew you were gonna feel guilty. I knew that, 100%. And after you texted me later, I knew it was gonna happen. I went to sleep. I woke up, went to work. What was what it was? What are these flowers right here? Pretty. Somebody's shooting over there. Anyways, I knew, you know. So I went ahead on the way home, and I was praying that morning, and I just said, you know, this is your plan for my life. If it's supposed to be, then it will. You know, even if it's 15 years from now, or never, you know. I'm okay with that, you know. Nothing too profound or anything. It's just I gave it up, and not that I didn't want it, but I mean, I gave it up. It's not in my control either way, and I think that's why I was a little more prepared. I was a little sad, yeah. I'm still a little upset, but I mean, it's not like you're dead, you know. You still get to smile and laugh. You know, enjoy the beach, tan in bed, you know, sun, your siblings. Yeah. It's not like life's over, you know, for either one of us. You know, I've seen you were quite aggressive with that switch, so that's okay, you know. Still not really bothered by it. Wasn't really shocked either. I've seen that coming, not gonna lie. But you know, that's okay. Well, there's a fish right there. I got a couple things, you know, here, a couple more things, and I gotta go. You know, recently it seems like I've been really good at helping people with some of their toughest parts of life. I mean, you know the examples. I ain't gonna bust everybody's business out, but you know, yours included. I mean, it's help people through their worst times. Get them. Oh, there's a bird. Oh, where'd he go? There was a robin. Or a cardinal, excuse me. Oh well. But I mean, you know, I help people through the worst times, and then they feel better and they move on. You know. And I used to take that really personally, like there was something wrong with me. But then I realized I was different. You know, like I just look at things differently. If somebody did that for me, I'd be so thankful. Like I wouldn't be able to. I'd feel like I always owed them something, which I mean, you probably understand that. You know, from what you know. But you know, I'm okay with that too now. You know, you know, maybe I'm meant to just help people what they need, be there for them, and be a memory. You know, that's okay. I think it's kind of sweet. You know? And that way, you know, I can't. It's not like I've ever did anything wrong. You know, so you can always look back in fondness. Yeah. No, I don't wish anything bad on you. I hope you are happy, and you end up happy. Even if you never see any of this, I mean, this really doesn't have nothing to do with it. Yeah. You're gonna be a good mama, and you know, you're sweet to your babies. Yep. So let's see what else here. Oh yeah. I seen this and I thought it was good, so I'm gonna read it to you real fast. It's a little story. It's one of them lady authors that everybody likes right now. I can't remember the name, like Sylvia Plath or something. Anyway, it says, I saw my life branching out before me like the green fig tree in the story. From the tip of every branch, like a fat purple fig, a wonderful future beckoned and winked. One fig was a husband and a happy home and children. Another fig was a famous poet, and another fig was a brilliant professor. And another fig was E.G., the amazing editor. And another fig was Europe and Africa and South America. And another fig was Constantine and Socrates and Attila and a pack of other lovers with queer names and offbeat professions. And another fig was an Olympic lady crew champion. And beyond and above these figs were many more figs I couldn't quite make out. I saw myself sitting in the crotch of this fig tree starving to death, just because I couldn't make up my mind which of the figs I would choose. I wanted each and every one of them, but choosing one meant losing all the rest. And as I sat there, unable to decide, the figs began to wrinkle and go black, and one by one they plopped to the ground at my feet. I thought that was amazing. I love that so much. Because I mean, even if, like, you know, not using you as an example, just myself or anybody, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, you have so much potential when you're younger, you know, and then your parents have a lot of influence on that, obviously. And then you become more influenced by your peers, you know, friends, people your age, school, work, stuff like that as you get into teenage years. And then, you know, your 20s. I mean, you still have so many options. That's probably when you have the most options. And it's just like, you know, some people are so afraid, they're terrified of making the wrong one that they don't make any. And then next thing you know, you're 35 and you don't know what you're doing with your life, and this, that, and other, you know. Hope nobody hears that and feels bad. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. You can still, you live your own life and be happy, you know. As long as you're happy, it's okay. Anyways, yeah. So, I mean, I thought that was nice, you know. You made a decision that's relevant. You know, I make decisions. Like, I'll probably do this for about a month, about 30, 31 days. Probably the month of June, you know. So probably 30 days, I think. And then I'll probably go to once a week for the rest of the year. And then I have an idea of what I'm gonna do for the last one. But, you know, if I get there. I know my plans are finish school. You know, I only got a couple more classes for both of my degrees. And I'll have both of my degrees in December. And then I've been weaning off my medicine, so my goal is to enter the military. Oh, yeah, I mean, I told you that before, but now it's like okay, I understand where I'm going here. Now I know what I'm doing. This is what I'm supposed to do. So, somebody's leaving. Oh, my stepdad's going to work. Hopefully my family never sees these. That's going to be so embarrassing. That's okay. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Oh yeah. Probably go for 8 years. You know. I'm okay with that. And I don't know if I'll try and enter as an officer. It's probably smarter, but I don't know if I even can. You know, I might be disqualified or something. Or they might not grant me the waiver. Just whatever. We'll see what happens. If that doesn't work out, then you know it wasn't supposed to, and I'll do something else. Probably go back to school again, but it's okay. I'll get it figured out. I'll get my house. I'll be okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Part of the verse that I'm gonna leave down there is had to do with helping people. I'll read a little bit of it. It said, let's skip a little bit. So my heart began to despair over all my toilsome labor under the sun. For a person may labor with wisdom, knowledge, and skill, and then they must leave all they own to another who has not toiled for it. This too is meaningless and a great misfortune. What do people get for all the toil and anxious striving with which they labor under the sun? All their days their work is grief and pain. Even at night their minds do not rest. This too is meaningless. I mean, you know, you put the work in, not really for the reward. Sometimes you just have to put the work in. Do the work, send them on. And I feel like that's kind of I don't feel like I'm misinterpreting this here, but I feel like maybe that's a real optimistic way to look at it. I don't know if that was the intent. There we go. Yeah, but that's what I get from it, anyways. You know? For a person may labor with wisdom, knowledge, and skill, and they must leave all they own to another who has not toiled for it. Well, that's fine. I mean, I could see how, you know, some people would feel some type of way about that, but this is what it is, you know. I'm just thankful, you know, I had to put in the work, spend some time with you, help you out, make you smile. You always talk about the mosaic. I like that example too. You're a piece, you've been added to the mosaic of my life. Sweet. I remember like 3 or 4 days ago you said, yeah, but my piece is one that's all shattered and broken and hard and prickly and this, that, and the other. Well, that's the ones you want the most, you know. That's the one, if I seen a mosaic and a piece looked out the ordinary, I'm gonna look at that one first. You know, it's gonna draw my attention to that. It's not gonna be a highlight, you know, it's just gonna be something that sticks out. Well, I guess that kind of would be a highlight, but you know what I'm saying. You know, it wouldn't be a centerpiece. There we go, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right, well, it turned out not to be too quick. It's been 15 minutes, but yeah. I'll be all right. You'll be okay. Eventually, you know. All that guilt and everything, you'll work it out. It's okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you later.